sure that it's working. Audio. Audio test. That's working. Lovely job. Hopefully the Wi-Fi holds up and we can see what kind of hello. Okay, hello Golden Solution, how is it going? Oh wow, first live stream of the year. This is kind of crazy. Hopefully this setup will be just fine. Definitely need to set it up a little bit better for the future, but as we know, it's the first live stream of the year, so there's probably going to be a few technical hiccups as these things just go. But apart from that, it seems like this stream is going along quite nicely. Of course, the back wall looks pretty bare, so I've definitely got to get some stuff up on the wall. So basically, the idea of this live stream is just to basically use it as a study session for me, because self-motivation, that is a thing that I don't particularly struggle with, but sometimes it can be a little bit difficult. And of course, after this first week of actually getting used to everything and uni actually finally starting and, you know, actually getting handed some assignments, I've got 3 that need to be submitted by the end of the year. At least that's so far. But some cool stuff that we've actually been up to recently is, at least in this week, we had an introduction to SolidWorks, which is really, really cool. Still starting to get used to it. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of MATLAB, but had an introduction to MATLAB today. That was, let's say, painstaking more than anything. It's basically Excel, but actually, no, I'm probably going to get lynched for that, but it's almost similar to Excel in terms of how it works. Hello, Myers Connor, how's it going? It's getting pretty warm. So yeah, basically just using this as a study session. I've got my chat app on my main computer right here. I'm actually doing a live stream through this computer, and I've also got my laptop set up right here, so I can actually go through any of the modules if any of you guys are really interested in that. So this live stream is going to last for around an hour at least. At least to about 3:30 is what I'm thinking. Just want to start getting a bit of writing down. And the main module that I'm looking for is for my what's the one that I'm looking for? Sorry, it's here somewhere. Okay, well I can start. I suppose I could start off by talking about what one of my modules is going to be. So basically, in more engineering side of things is the first group project, at least. There's 5 of us working on this, and it's basically to design a soapbox rally car. You know, as you see on the Red Bull soapbox races. That's our first assignment, and that's a group project, and there's 5 of us working on it. But basically, what we've already done is we've basically done the bulk of the work in the first week. So our design that we're going to be using is actually a freewheel design, which I think is really, really cool. It's been delegated into someone's working on the chassis. I'm working on the steering, which the steering that I'm going to be using is Ackerman steering. So I've basically been trying to CAD that up at the moment. I've got my 3D printer over there, ready to be printed. So I've just got to crack on and finish that. But how's everyone's day? Skull. How's everyone's day going? I hope it's all going well. Hey, William, how's it going, man? Oh. It feels good, it feels good. As some of you guys might know, I've had a bit of a log of content going up over these past couple of weeks whilst I've just been settling in. I finally got everything settled in, I finally finished my second week. The first week was basically introductions, you know, your typical stuff. Here's the regulations, here's what you should be doing, here's what you shouldn't be doing. And this week has actually been kind of intense. It feels like they've just thrown us in the deep end, and now we've just got to crack on. So yeah, the integrating teeth skull again. Integrate. Can't say that word. Let's go back. Integrating project. There we go. Like I was saying, we actually have to design a soapbox, and my job, well, the job that's been delegated to me at least, is just the steering side of things. So as I said, I've actually gone with Ackerman steering. As some of you guys might know, if you've been watching the YouTube for quite a long time, I've actually worked on Ackerman steering before, especially when we were doing the 3-wheeled stuff and the 4-wheeled stuff. So that's what I've decided to do. My next assignment, which is academic skills, is to basically write a whole assignment which includes, wait a second, so I've got it in my bag. Got my file of facts. I absolutely love this thing. It's been keeping me up to date with everything and making sure that I've delegated everything properly as well, using these little inserts. Makes it super duper easy. In 2 seconds, I'm just going to double check the audio. The audio is not too bad. I hope the audio on your side of things is good as well. But anyway, here is my assignment. So what we're actually supposed to be doing is we're required to conduct a research in a subject area which is relevant to my stream of study. So probably what I'm going to choose, and as some of you guys might already know if you've watched the channel for quite a long time, is I'm probably going to write this on either battery technology developments or anything to do with wind turbines or something along the lines. But what that basically entails is need a title page, and if you guys have done academic stuff in the past or in the future or even now, it's just basically getting us to be able to write these assignments in the right way. So first thing is title page, second thing is contents page, introduction, background, discussion, conclusion, and then references. And believe it or not, the references make up 30% of this module. That is absolutely crazy, and obviously something that I haven't done in the past is reference a whole bunch, and if I have referenced, it's usually just a link in the description. So this is actually still kind of new to me. So yeah, that's two of the main projects that I need to be working on right now, and that's basically all this week has entailed so far. But I hope everyone else's week has been going a bit better than mine, because it's been almost non-stop raining here. And being without a car has exposed me to the elements once again. Oh, I'm glad. Audio's all good. Very nice. I suppose first things first, I'm absolutely loving it here. I'm really glad that I decided to take the route of going down the mech eng side of things and doing a degree. But what I've been liking about this section of the course is because some of you guys may know or may not know, I've joined VIA Foundation year because I didn't have the right grade to do a direct entry, which is fair enough, but my experience over the past 5 years, as some of you guys may know, has definitely helped me out getting a place here. But I was going to go somewhere with this and now my brain's gone blank. Can't remember what I was about to say. But yeah, being exposed to the elements again is kind of shunted me in the right direction of things, if you will. But I'm super excited to get these assignments done, and I'm just basically going to use these live streaming sessions as a way of actually getting my head down and doing the things that I need to be doing, because one of my lecturers was saying, actually, every hour of contact time I have with a lecturer, I should be doing around an hour or 2 hours outside of university, which is, you know, absolutely fair enough, because I've got a whole bunch of stuff to actually catch up with, especially my math. This was one thing that I was going to be very, very worried about initially, and I had a maths exam, in a sense, where we had 18 questions. It was basically quadratic equations, linear equations, and you know, you had to factorize and simplify them. Oh my, was it actually kind of difficult. I didn't know what I was expecting, but I really did struggle. I think I got around 6 questions right out of 18, but I've been doing extra study outside of it, and I've got a lot of contacts that I can actually refer to who actually have been helping me do this stuff. But one thing I'm really excited to use is SolidWorks. I don't know if anyone else has used SolidWorks, but it's basically like a CAD, a KE, and a KE, I can't remember what it's called now. It's basically all of that merged into one, which means you can do all your CAD design, you can then put it in a real, not a real environment, a virtual environment where you can actually simulate certain things. Again, it's a massive learning curve considering I've only really used Tinkercad. I've been messing around with Fusion over the past sort of year or so. So the transition is actually proving itself to be very difficult. Hello Tilly, how's it going? I hope your week's been going well. Oh, funky cup as well. It seems like the delay here is actually really good. I've got the live stream up on my computer right now, just to see how the quality and stuff is going all the time. But like I said, I hope everyone's been having a good week. And if you have any questions to fire, feel free to chuck them down in the chat. Like I said, this live stream's going to last for around an hour. Just to basically say hello and let you guys know what I've been up to for the past week. And over this next week or so, I'm planning on getting quite a bit of content recorded around the university. And what ended up happening is I actually had to go out and get a new laptop. And that's because my GPU decided to go kaput. And alongside of that, my hard drive's corrupted. So I actually had a whole video plan to go up last week, which was all stuff to do with the introduction. And the student stuff, like student fairs and stuff like that, which I managed to get a bit of content recorded behind. But like I said, my hard drive and my GPU just decided to go, and it's currently at a computer repair place, hopefully trying to recover some of them files at the moment. And hopefully it doesn't cost too much. And if I'm just rambling, let me know in the comments. Oh, but it's been an absolute huge change, I have to admit. So, anyway, coming back to this integrating project, will I continue working with Robert in the future? Yeah, 100%. I'm planning on actually heading back down on Christmas time to come say hello to Rob. Been keeping him in contact 100%, and no doubt he's going to be helping me out a lot during this over the course of these next 4 years. So yeah, constant contact, definitely still going to be working with him, and like I said, coming down back at Christmas, so expect to be see more content recorded in the studio. Definitely not going to leave that behind. So I definitely need to figure out an easier way to get this set up 100%. Nothing's really set up properly right now. I'm still trying to settle in. I'm still just trying to wrap my head around the amount of workload that's actually coming out of this degree right now, which, to be honest, I didn't expect it to be so much off the bat, especially with people that I've been speaking with over these past 2 weeks who've actually started with the foundation year. I do miss shouting out the voltage, and to be honest, I haven't had my grubby mitts in a real project for about 3-4 weeks now, almost a month, and I'm starting to withdraw from it a little bit. I feel like I need to do something, I need to create something, you know. Yeah, but I miss being cameraman, I miss being a vaulted reader too. But it's nice to be chucked into something that is kind of heavy in a sense, definitely. But yeah, coming back to this project, I've been really enjoying it actually. There's 5 of us in the group, including me. All of them are really awesome people, around the same age as well, which is quite nice. It seems like they've delegated us into the right sorts of groups. And it seems like everyone's picking up their slack as well, which I'm very much enjoying, because I was worried that it's going to get into a group project and 1 or 2 of us are going to be carrying the whole thing on our backs, which definitely isn't the case right now. Like I said, we've pretty much done the bulk of it. What they want is 1 realistic design, 1 that we're going to use and present, and then they want 2 unrealistic designs. So what we've actually gone for is a basic sort of chassis using a H-frame, and then because no one submitted a free will design in the past 3 years, we decided to take that right on the chin and do that. So that meant what we're going to be doing is on the front 2 wheel, on the rear single wheel, and what we're going to be using is like 21-inch downhill mountain bike wheels. That way it can withstand like bounces and forces, and they're designed to do exactly that. And then on the rear, what we're going to be using is a dual disc motorcycle wheel, which is on a swing arm, which can connect straight to the chassis. That way we can put a shock in it, it will be able to take most of the bounces, it will keep it relatively stable. And of course, using on the front, where we're using the 2 mountain bike wheels, I've implemented the Ackerman steering, which I've actually, believe it or not, got it already designed, and I'll show you that. Wherever it is. There it is. I've still got to figure out the measurement between these wishbones, because I'm trying to just make it work more than anything. It's not perfect, and I don't think in the foundation year they're expecting it to be perfect, but yeah, we're really trying. So I've worked all of that out. It's halfway done in CAD, and luckily one of the people that are in my group, again, his name's Luke as well, luck would have it, he's had a lot of experience in CAD work, so that makes our jobs 100% easier. And of course, another person in our group has a background in English literature, so that means he's going to be doing most of the writing because, well, he offered to. It's not like we've just delegated that. He offered to do that, which means like, you know, minutes and, you know, keeping the actual whole document in check. I think I'm the one that's going to be presenting the project at the end of the year as well, which kind of makes sense due to the background that I've been doing over the past couple of years. It makes it quite easy. Hello, Lab of No Return. Yes, my man. Good to see you. Has anyone been working on anything cool recently? I feel like I've disconnected a little bit. I need to get my roots back. I felt like this was going to be a study session, but I feel like it's going to be more of a catch-up more than anything. Yeah, and like I said, I've got a bit of content to record over these next couple of days. Some really interesting stuff down here in Wales as well. Stuff that I didn't even thought even existed, you know. There's like for example, a coal mine not too far away from here that you're actually able to get down underground. So I've kind of been wanting to do a follow-up to the wood to coal video that I did quite a while ago, which I think would be kind of cool. Let's move this out of the way so you get a better view. But yeah, it's super awesome seeing you guys in this live stream right now and getting a little touch base to reality in a sense. But that's basically what this week's entailed, which means I'm just spending so much time writing at the moment. But this project, the academic skills project, I've decided to probably do it on wave generators. I think that's something that I know quite a bit about. I think that's something that I'm going to easily be able to write about. And luckily it's only 1,500 words, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you start typing, you realise you hit that 1,500 word cap very quickly. So I've just sort of had to put that on pause for a second because I'm struggling to reference more than anything. It's something that I haven't come across too often. It's something that I'm definitely going to have to be doing because, like I said, it makes up 30% of the module, and that's just referencing, which I think is absolutely crazy. But, oh, that's what I was going to say. What I really like about this foundation year at the moment, actually, is the fact that this university that I'm currently attending is the only university, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the only university here in the UK that does motorcycle engineering, which I think is really cool. But what they've done is they've put us automotive engineering, motorcycle engineering and mechanical engineering students all into one class, which I'm very much enjoying because you get to hear about stuff that you wouldn't usually come across, which I'm actually very much enjoying. And also it brings people together that are sort of from different areas of the engineering community that can sort of come together and come up with some really cool ideas. Like I was talking about that integrated project idea where we're using free wills. Again, we all have kind of different backgrounds, so coming up with ideas and refining them ideas has actually been a really fun process, to be honest. And oh my, diversity of thought is usually good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's been a really enjoyable experience. Don't get me wrong. We've had a bit of pushback on a few ideas where some people disagree and some people agree. So we've had to come to conclusion. We had to find mid-grounds in certain designs, which is kind of cool. I wish I had all of the documents here because I'd love to show you guys. But as I said, certain things have been delegated to certain people who have the better background in that certain thing. So like I said, I'm on the steering system at the front. There's someone in my group called Nat. He's the chassis designer. He's done a really good job on the design already and you know, measuring it up and whatnot. So that's been really fun. But yeah, it feels good to be back in an education. Sorry, that's the wrong word. It feels really good to be back in an educational setting, I have to admit. It feels like my brain is constantly active and I'm constantly thinking about, oh, how am I going to complete this? How have I got to complete this? I'm going to make sure that I want to get a better result than other people in my course and stuff like that. So one of the fun things that actually happened in my first week, actually, they wanted to see how well we can work in groups. So we sort of picked our own groups and it was a bridge building competition, which I thought was kind of cool. We had a certain amount of sticks and string and glue and stuff like that. There was two groups, one of which was the foundation group, one of which was the first year group, and I think there was like 5 or 6 individual groups for them years. And our group, believe it or not, come out on top. Our bridge managed to hold 4.5 kilograms, whilst the second best bridge was only able to hold around 2.3. So yeah, again, coming from different backgrounds has really helped us achieve that. We actually got a winner. Sorry, here it is. This is what we won for building the best bridge, which can hold the most, which is really, really cool. So I've now got a piece of the university merch. But yeah, I definitely agree with that, Tilly. Diversity is usually a really, really good thing, especially if you all come from different backgrounds. Because people suggest ideas that you just wouldn't even have thought of before, and then all of a sudden you're thinking, that is a really, really cool idea. And also, this live stream's already been going on for 20 minutes. How has it gone on for 20 minutes? It feels like I've only been talking for 5. But no, the introductory stuff has been really, really cool, and I've been waiting to finally settle in before I've done something like this more than anything, which is, you know, pretty cool. Like I said, I'm really, really upset that my laptop decided to go kaput, and I'm really upset that I had to go out and spend money on a new one. But these things happen, and I suppose, you know, you just got to take it on the chin and keep moving forward, is what I like to say. But I'll tell you guys what, the best thing, well, I've only been here 2 weeks, but I think the best thing for university is one of these. Oh my god, has it helped me keep organised? Because as soon as I've written all my notes for a certain module that I have to do, I can easily just take it out, and I've got a little filing system here right under my desk, so I can keep everything in check and dated. So it means if I ever have to come back to certain notes, it makes it super duper easy. And another thing, which Rob actually gave to me as a gift before I left, is this. Oh my god, has this Kindle been useful, because certain books that I've been needing to get recently are so expensive. I actually feel bad for certain students who've actually gone out and bought the paperback versions, but you can get most of the things you'll ever need on one of these, and they're much cheaper. So this has been a real helpful use as well. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's basically all I've been up to these past couple of weeks. It's just settling into the area, getting used to the area, meeting new people, going on student nights, and like I said, hopefully I can recover a lot of the content that I have been recording on my whole old hard drive that went kaput, because if I can recover that, and I've got a few videos that are supposed to be going up. Okay, right, let's make sure everything's still running okay. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. So, the next things on my list, decent camera for my computer, a decent microphone so these live streams just sound a little bit better, because I know this room can be kind of echoey. It's kind of not much in here at the moment, but... So yeah, I hope everyone's had a really, really good week so far anyway. Because my initial plan for this live stream was to, what we were supposed to do today was meet up as a group for the group project. And I was going to use this live stream as sort of a way to capture our ideas, instead of we have to write minute notes anyway, so the lecturer can see that we've been meeting and discussing ideas and stuff. This all comes as part of the project. But I was going to use this live stream as something that we could actually go back to, and then if there's any ideas that may have been missed, we can come and re-watch it. But of course that didn't happen because one of the person in the group didn't turn up today, or even yesterday, but that's fine. It happens. People just get ill sometimes, and that's fine. We can always do it next week. But yeah, my plan is to do these every Friday at least. Even if it's like a catch up for half an hour, or even if it lasts a bit longer. But like I said at the beginning of the stream, I kind of wanted to use these as a study session, just to get my head down. People can come in and ask questions, even give suggestions, which I think would be kind of cool actually. And I've already finished my cup of coffee. That just did not last. Oh, alright, let's move this out of the way. The only reason I brought my laptop out is because it's got all of my uni stuff on it, and I kind of wanted to talk through it with you guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I may have missed. I feel like I've really rapidly gone through what it was that I have been doing these past couple weeks. I feel like I haven't really gone into detail. So anyway, I hope everyone else has had really fantastic weeks. I'm currently doing this through my computer, and I can see the quality sort of shifting up and down, but I think that's just due to, wait a sec, let me double check. Oh no, that's much better. That is much better. Okay, it's just because I had my settings set on like 240p for whatever reason. Awesome. Okie dokie. Well, I'll tell you what. How have we already been going for 25 minutes? That seems ridiculous. It feels like I've only been here for 5. Of course, if you guys have any questions about what it is that I may be doing, feel free to chuck them in the chat box below. I'll happily answer any questions that anyone may have. But of course, like I said, this is going to be an every Friday sort of thing. Because, well, just because I want to. Although after this week I am feeling pretty tired. My timetable is sort of all over the place. So I've got 2 9 o'clock starts, then I've got 2 11 o'clock starts, and then I've got 1 o'clock start. So it means like I either have to wake up at 8 o'clock every day or ruin my sleep schedule. At least right now it is, but yeah, I've been handling it okay for now. But it's nice to see so many of you. Well, it's nice to see a few of you have popped in, come to say hello at least. And yeah, like I say, hopefully when this becomes a more regular occurrence, we can all get together and, you know, talk ideas and whatnot. So basically just a little toes in the water, test how it is, say hello. Although I was planning on doing a bit of studying today, but I thought, well, as it's the first stream, I might not do that just yet. I have to do a bit of work later on Fusion, but am I putting it aside for now? I feel like the week's just been so intense that I just want to just go to sleep. Wow, there's 7 people here already. Hello, everyone. Again, hope everyone's been having a fantastic week. And if you feel like you've missed anything that I've been talking about, just let me know in the comment section. I'll just go through it again. But like I say, just been trying to settle in at the moment and just relaxing and just trying to get all these on top of all of these assignments. Luckily, most of them don't actually have to be submitted till the end of the year, so we've got quite a lot of time to do so. But I try to keep up a good ethos, you know, a good work ethic, and just try to get the bulk of it done. That way, when it does come to deadlines, I don't have to worry as much. Where I know a few people in my class so far have just sort of been pushing things aside, which, you know, is fine for some people. It's fine for it's not fine for other people. For me, I just like to get the bulk of things done as soon as possible. But I'm really excited about this soapbox rally car design stuff. I think it's going to be really cool, and it's the fact that we have to do a whole presentation behind it, which I think is really cool. So one thing that I'm planning on doing, which I don't think many other people, I don't think anyone will be doing actually, is what our group is going to be doing. And like I said, luckily one of the people in this group project has a lot of experience in CAD. He come from a manufacturing background before he decided to come to uni. So what we're going to be doing is actually printing this whole thing in modular parts. That way what we can do is put it all together, and then during the presentation hand it around the class so people can actually have a feel, you know, see how the steering works, see how it gets put together. And also if we had a 10th scale model, like a 1 to 10 scale model, we can actually use like the wind tunnel and get the aerodynamics of it and stuff like that. Luckily we do have a wind tunnel, which I'm super excited about, although I won't personally be able to use it until next year, but I can get one of the technicians, as long as the waiting list isn't too long, I can get one of the technicians to do all these tests for me, which I think would be super cool. At least that's what people have been saying. But what else is really cool, actually, especially where I'm at, is there's so many outside of uni stuff to do. Like we've got an MCR team, which is like a whole racing team. That is, I could talk about that all day. And we've also got a motorcycle racing team because, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the only uni here in the UK that does motorcycle engineering. Which means they do like motorcycle racing, and it's a whole thing that you can sign up to. The first meeting is next Thursday, which I'm actually planning on attending because the idea is to actually build an endurance bike, and that will be starting to get raced. Sorry, that will start getting raced next year. So this year is all about building it up, and next year is all about racing it. Obviously, as students, we're not going to be racing it. They've got dedicated people to ride and drive these sorts of vehicles. But oh man, I wish I had some pictures that I could show you because it's so cool. It is really, really, really cool. How is everyone doing though? I really hope everyone's week's been going well. 30 minutes has passed already. Wow, it really doesn't feel like I'm wow. I feel like I've sped through everything so quickly because I'm kind of excited about everything. But yeah, I really did like that comment. Yeah, diversity of thought is really, really good. I very much agree with that because sometimes ideas from a whole different industry can get related to something that doesn't even make sense, but when they get related together, it just completely makes sense. Like another person in our group comes from a carpenter background, so he's really good with like certain materials and stuff like that. So he's been suggesting some really, really, really cool things. But when we get a little bit further in the project, especially by next week, because we plan to meet up every day and just crack certain things out. But I'm hoping by next week I'll have some real stuff that I can be like, hey, take a look at this, hey, take a look at this, because I still haven't even finished this Ackerman steering yet. Like I said, the one thing that I'm stuck on is the wishbones. I've figured out the measurement coming out, but I can't figure out the angle coming off them to make sure I get the right degree of turn, make sure I'm getting that right turning circle at the right arc. It needs to be around 45-degree turning, has to be around 45 degrees that the wheels can actually turn so we can get a complete turning circle. But one thing that I think is really interesting is the fact that it just uses nothing. It just uses gravity to like go straight down the hill, and that's basically what we based everything around. Because initially we started to go really complicated with it, like, oh, we need like a spoiler, we need like a splitter, we need to do this, we need to do that, and in the end we just realised we're not even going to be going that fast. Like realistically, is it necessary? Because one of the objectives is to be as cost effective as possible. So yeah, we initially come up with some very unrealistic stuff, and now we're starting to go into the realm of more realistic. And as you guys know, I'm a very a true believer in KISS, you know, keep it simple, silly. Don't get hung up on the things you don't know, concentrate on learning from others and sharing what you've learned from your time spent with Rob. Yeah, 100%. I love the fact that people could just sit down and listen, and I enjoy listening to other people's ideas as well, very much, because everyone works a little bit differently. Everyone can come up with fantastic ideas, just that some people can't quite understand, and it usually gets sort of put to the side. But yeah, no, I very much agree with that. I very much. Yeah, that's an awesome message. I really like that. I'm hoping by next week I can come back to you with some the most simple carby pedal paddle. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Luckily, we don't have to add anything into it just yet, because it's a. I don't know if any of you guys have watched the Red Bull soapbox races. That's basically what we're designing at the moment, which I think's, you know, really, really cool. It's definitely a nice project to start with anyway. And I love the fact that they stuck us straight into a group, because I think they're just trying to see how people work in groups. Hey! Thank you. Oh, wow. I feel so good to be live and actually kind of active right now. But to be honest, it has been kind of a, I'm not going to say hard week, it's been more interesting, is what I'll say. fantastic. Let's put that to the side. So apart, oh, my camera just fell. Sorry about that. Right now, one thing that I forgot to bring with me actually is my monitor stand. So currently my monitor is just sort of leant up against the wall with something stopping it from sliding out this way. So sometimes it likes to tick a little bit, especially if I'm doing like really vigorous movements with my desk, like moving my mouse really quickly. So yeah, I really hello, what? So I thought I said Mark for a second. Mark Warbly. Hopefully I said that right. Hello. Yeah, so quite an intense week so far, but I'm glad to have smashed out a lot of it. And like I was saying, a lot of people in my class and in my group are got a very good ethos. You know, not many of them want to slack. They just want to get the bulk of it done, and then once it's done, we can relax, sort of thing, and then use the rest of the time to refine everything to hopefully get a much better mark. But I know the bar is the bar is only 40%, which sounds kind of low when you think about it, but it's actually much harder to achieve that than what I imagine is what I've been told anyway. But yeah, this stuff with MATLAB, I can't actually remember what it is. Let me have a little... We had an introduction to MATLAB today. That was really cool. I don't know if you guys have ever used it. If you've ever played the Final Fantasy games, there's a fictional bird called the Shockaboo. See, I played is it Final Fantasy Online? I tried that for a while because I'm kind of into my like RPG MMOs. Oh, the noise they make is whack. Ah, yeah. Like my stepbrother is very much into Final Fantasy. Chocobo. Ah, very cool. I've been playing something called Risk of Rain recently. That is just fantastic. If you're into your like sort of like RPG, MMO type titles, fantastic. No, but I've heard very good things about the Final Fantasy series. I have to sign off for a bit, but I'll try to come back and catch up. Best of luck at university, my long distance friend. That's absolutely fine. Thank you so much for popping in and saying hello, Tilly. It was good to see you, and I'll be on every Friday. So if you ever fancy dropping in and saying hello, feel free, and I'll be here every Friday at around 3:30 because my schedule finishes at around 1 o'clock on Fridays. So I'll be here for around 3:30 unless something serious comes up. But even if I'm in like a group project, I'll be live streaming regardless. Right, you have a good one, Tilly. I haven't played Final Fantasy since number 5. Oh wait, what? I thought I said number 5. It's been I've watched people play Final Fantasy. It looks awesome. Like I said, I've played the online MMO a little bit, but didn't quite get into it. I was more of a World of Warcraft sort of kid, WildStar sort of kid. Although, like I said, Risk of Rain has been really cool. Although, I suppose people might not be interested in that. But yeah, a seriously cool week is what I'll say. And it's really nice to come in here and catch up with you guys. Like I said, anyone has any questions about anything that I've been doing, feel free to chuck them down in chat and I'll try my best to answer them all. But I suppose I've pretty much run through that pretty quickly. I felt like that was like probably like an hour or two worth of content to talk about, but man, I'm just excited. Yeah, something that I'm struggling on at the moment is references. I don't know how to cite things well. I can, but I'm struggling with it. Especially like if you're trying to find a reference and that reference goes further back and then further back and then further back, and then you find it very difficult to find the original reference to the thing that you actually want to put in your assignment. That's something that's been really annoying me recently. also has a video about a super magnet which gave me the idea of making coils out of copper tape with every layer being separated by cellophane. Oh yeah, that sounds really cool. I'm assuming like an electromagnet where you can like pop a current down it and bosh. Is that the right term? Works great for a core gun, kind of weird for a generator. Yeah, I wonder what its generating properties would be like, because I can imagine it's just basically like a huge coil. Always challenge your lecturers within reason, of course. Whilst textbooks learning is great knowledge base, for questioning your lecturers will fill all the little voids. Yeah, anytime I don't understand anything, or if I feel like something might be, you know, a little bit, ooh, I always, you know, are you sure? Usually the case is, yep, I'm 100% sure, and this is the reason why. But it's nice having that answered more than anything. You know, like today when we were sort of messing around with MATLAB, awesome program, by the way. I'm super excited to learn it. I can't remember what he said. He was talking about how, you know, RAM will make it super quick and you can delegate it to the GPU and it will make it even quicker. And I was like, well, that doesn't quite sound right. But yeah, it could be water cooled. Think of think of pancake with a smiley face. Yeah, I like it. It's important to understand and also the why of things. Yeah, I very much agree with that actually. Yeah, it's nice to just, even if you don't quite understand something, like, you know, if I feel like I understand something but something might be missing, I'm always like, why is that, first of all? And then it gets explained, and then I'm like, ah, yeah, that makes sense. But I suppose that's the beauty of asking questions all of the time, which I'm seeing not many people actually do. I think they're just thinking, ah, yeah, I'll get that later on. But me, I like to try and get the grasp of things quite quickly. Then that way I can go off and learn on my own back, if that makes sense. Like come home, do my own research and whatnot. But there was a comment that I was going to respond to about how someone submitted like the whole class submitted an assignment or something, and the lecturer changed one little thing which made what he was saying wrong, and apparently the whole class challenged him, and apparently put his hands up and was like, hell yeah, no, you guys are right. For me, things are also easier to remember when I know the why. Yeah, exactly, because you're not just, you know, if I was to throw a subject out there and you knew the why behind it, it makes it way more enjoyable as well, because you're not questioning things all the time. You're like, okay, this is the why, so when I learn, or when I look into this, I now understand why that happens, and it makes whatever you're learning much easier to grasp, because, like you said, you know the why. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully by next week I'll have a real model of this soapbox car that I can actually show on stream, which I think would be super cool. Exactly. Excellent. Oh wow, we've already been going for 45 minutes. That just, I know I've said this already, it just doesn't feel like I've been talking for 45 minutes. Usually I talk for like 5 minutes straight and I'm like, go to bed now. But yeah, like I was saying, I really hope that by next week I'll have a real model to show you guys, because the design that we've come up as a group, I'm very, very much looking forward to it. And some of the unrealistic designs is also very cool. Like one of our unrealistic designs use it's like a alloy, titanium and carbon alloy with like carbon fiber body and stuff like that. Super duper unrealistic, but it's one of them things that needs to be included, and then we have to give the reason why we didn't use that as our realistic design by saying, you know, I was making wire pancakes separated with a thin 0.1mm foil instead of wrapping the wire around a spool and get higher magnetic density, but at the cost of a high input power. So I had to stop. Oh yeah, I was going to say, like, because it's just going to keep eating more power and more power. Don't get me wrong, you're right, the magnetic density will like very much increase, but yeah, yeah, if you don't have the power supply capabilities, it's going to be like a stupid amount of power. Hi Dean, how's it going? Hey Mike, how's it going? Looking very studenty over here. Yeah. Yeah, getting there. I'm getting there. Finally settled it in. I was just talking about some of the projects we've been going through. And like I said, I'm going to be live every single Friday from now on at around 3:30. If there's any delays in that, I'll make sure to make a post on the community tab to let you guys know that I'm either going to be late or it might not be happening, which will happen rarely because even if I am in like a meeting or something, I'll just bring my laptop, set the live stream up, and you can just come in and join questions. I don't want to actually help you, but your dad said, what uni you're at on his channel? You're in my hometown. I moved away a year ago for uni. Oh, that's fine. I don't, Oh, okay, so you're from here. That is awesome. I absolutely love it here. I tell you what, I don't know if you ever heard of the, oh no, I don't know if I should say the pub out loud, to be honest. Yeah, no, but Dean, I absolutely love it here. It's a fantastic city. Good to hear, but focus on your studies first. Ask us a lot to do the homework, lol. Yeah, I've been delegating an hour every day just to catch up on things and making sure that, you know, everything is going smoothly. It's always awesome to see a video from you. Ah, thank you, Mark. You guys got me excited to do silly things with alternators and box fans. Yeah, alternators can be so cool. No matter if you're using them as an actual motor, if you're using them as a generator, they can be very cool things to work with. I've actually got one in my box down there, ready for a project if it ever comes to it. I couldn't leave without it. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I understand that, Dean. If to be honest, it don't really bother me, but like, you know, it's always nice to take little precautions here and there. But yeah, it's a really fun place to live. I have to admit, there's I don't know if you see, I want to say it out loud, but again, it's a little bit too private. But there's a place called see, I'm gonna do it. I think it's opened recently though. But the beach here is fantastic. I don't, you know, if you've ever been down the beach, it's always nice to go like at a nighttime setting because it's usually a lot of people. I definitely learn along you. Yeah, this is the whole point of the well, for me anyway, it's the whole point of the stream sections. I know this one's sort of more of an introductory, just to say hello to everyone, let everyone know that I'm going to be here every week. But I kind of, like I said towards the beginning of the stream, I want to use these as more a study session where I can get my head down. People can ask questions, ask what I'm doing, or even give suggestions, or even come in if you're studying yourself and you just need a place to put your head down where someone else is doing the exact same thing. This is why I really like study sessions after we finish, because we just head to the library, we'll get our laptops out and just put our head down for an hour. And because you're with other people that are doing that, you're less likely to be like breaking concentration all of the time. So that is the main reason why I did want to do these, actually, more than anything. Yeah, some homework is getting a little bit not tough. It just is time consuming more than anything. Like I'm planning on, when this stream ends, I'm planning on going through the beginning lessons of MATLAB, just to get my head around that, because it can be very useful throughout the entirety of uni. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm also needing to start getting used to SolidWorks as well. SolidWorks is an awesome program. It's very powerful. Found that helping others on my courses, teaching my knowledge, helps firm learning. I thought I understood. Yeah, this is why. That's a very good point, Will, because this is why I love doing videos, is once I've got an idea of a subject and, you know, I've done the research behind it, I've built what it is that I'm going to be talking about, doing the YouTube video helps reinforce that into my brain, and that way it actually sticks, if that makes sense. MATLAB coding AI to the rescue. Yes, definitely, Mike. Always be ready to learn from your cohort uni. It's massive, fast, and you'll be out there before you know it. And if you're anything like me, you'll miss it. So grab it with both hands and drink deep, not too much beer. Well, the thing is, that is incredibly difficult because beer is incredibly cheap here. Consider I used to live in Kent, quite close to London, so super expensive. But yeah, I 100% agree with that, actually. It feels like it's already going quite fast, considering this is the second week, and I've already been in this town for 6-7 weeks now, just because I come down a bit earlier to get the layout of the land. but it just seems like it's going super quickly. Mark, what is your major slash topic? I'm studying mechanical engineering, which is very maths intensive. It hasn't become a problem so far, but I'm really struggling with things like quadratic equations and linear equations and stuff like that. I'm starting to wrap my head around it. But yeah, it's a little. I feel like it's going to get quite difficult, especially next year. But yeah, mechanical engineering is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. Well, I suppose it's basically just physics and maths put together. But I'm pretty sure it's like the second oldest branch of engineering behind civil engineering. Hey, see, it's always nice knowing people that have experience in certain areas, just in case, you know, everyone comes across problems that they, you know, it's kind of difficult to solve. But luckily, I do have a bit of a support network that I can reach out to if things do get a little bit difficult. Like one of my friends at home, he's currently in his third year of mechanical engineering. So he said, if you come across anything, he's probably done it. Give him a call and he'll explain it. I was like, it's nice to have a little bit of a network like that. And again, these live stream sessions are perfect for that as well. I was in the US Army for 7 years. I was an aircraft mechanic, helicopter. Now that is awesome. See, that's like real life, like get your hands grubby, do it. I love stuff like that. I absolutely do. I bet that was how do I explain it? I don't want to say the word fun. I can't think of the right word though. I bet that was cool. Like especially learning everything to do with helicopters. I love helicopters that contra rotate as well. That is like one of my favourite mechanisms. Also studied with SolidWorks, and now 10 years later I would have a use for it. It's really annoying how expensive it is for a hobbyist. Yeah, SolidWorks is incredibly expensive. I know, again, my friend who's doing mechanical engineering at home, he is a welder and fabricator, so he gets given it through his company and through uni, but he said even if he didn't have access to it like that, he would pay for it. But for a hobbyist, it's so expensive. I think it's kind of unfair. Oh, yeah, oh yeah, I miss it, but I also don't. It's like loving the TV you hate so much. Yeah, it's like a very much love and hate relationship, I can imagine. But there's like some super cool memories and some super. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to learn more about SolidWorks because, like I said, my background is in like Autodesk. You know, starting off with Tinkercad, sort of going into Fusion. Although learning a bit of Fusion before I started this course was kind of helpful because the transition between Fusion to SolidWorks, it was difficult, but not as difficult as it would have been if I hadn't have learned a bit of Fusion. All the best, Luke. I'm out of here. Gotta go. Water the carrots, feed the ducks. Hopefully keep up with your progress and coming. Yes, 100%. I hope the ducks are all good. I love ducks, by the way. And yeah, I'll be here every Friday. So thank you so much for popping in, Will, and I hope you have a good day. I think there's only around 10-20 minutes left of this live stream, to be honest, because it's just basically a catch up to let you guys know what I'm doing. But I'll make sure to let you guys know via the community tab when I'm planning on streaming. But like I say right now, it's going to be 3:30 every Friday is what's currently scheduled. But if that's late or if it's a different day, I'll let you guys know prior. Which means, well, I doubt that'll happen. But yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for dropping in, Will. Yeah, coming back to that, SolidWorks is expensive for hobbyists. It really is. I didn't actually realise how much the licence was until I went onto the website to register as an account and then see the monthly fees, or you can pay yearly. I didn't actually realise how expensive it was, but luckily for the uni, they give you all the licences that you need, which is cool. Kind of funny, my kids have started school recently as well. Absolute professional kindergarten and preschoolers. That's awesome. That is awesome. I know, yeah, my sister's almost getting to that point. Kid's almost old enough to go to school and she's sort of getting upset about it more than anything. Absolute professional kindergarten and preschoolers. I love it. Oh. Oh yeah, thank you so much everyone for popping in and saying hello as well. It's really, really good to actually have a catch up and a little bit of connect back to the community, because I feel like I've strayed away a little bit over these past coming weeks, because like I said, just getting settled in and getting things set up, and you know, some things go wrong, some things go right. You know what we say, life's a roller coaster, you got up, downs, left, rights. Ducking, diving, bobbing, weaving. Oh wow. But yeah, like I said, it feels really nice to connect and say hello to everyone. I use a simple sculpting software for Linux for 3D printing. Honestly, my CAD sucks. If it's styrofoam, I maybe can help. See, the good thing about CAD is, like, the more time you put into it, the more time you just look at certain things, the easier. Well, for me, you know, it's, I don't know how to explain it. It felt like it started off incredibly difficult, and I didn't understand anything, and that still stands true to this day. But doing simple CAD designs has become a lot easier than what it was, say, like 2 months ago, for example. But that's good. I've been using FreeCAD now. Oh, FreeCAD, I think it's awesome. You know, open source software, just to get used to some of the tools and the things that you can actually do within a CAD software. I think it's really cool. I think there's something called like OpenSCAD as well, which I think is more like 2D primitives. But again, with SolidWorks, you can draw in 2D, 3D, and then do simulations. So if you've got a bit of experience behind that, it makes it a little bit easier. I tried Rhino, which I've used in the past, gave up the latest version. OpenSCAD, yeah, OpenSCAD to the rescue. Sounds complicated, but all I was doing is making a camera box in a box. I've never heard of Rhino. I'm actually going to take a look at that. Oh yeah, I just had to look at the logo. Oh yeah, that looks a little bit complicated. It seems like there's not really too many differences between CAD softwares. I think it's just learning what tools do what. I think, although I haven't, you know, got to a point where I'm actually using CAD all of the time and actually good at it, I'm still pretty bad. Like, the thing that I can do is just create basic stuff. Like that steering system that I showed earlier, that's been about a week in the making on a CAD software, which is on my laptop. And it has just been incredibly difficult, especially like I've been needing to make an L bracket, which is like this. And I've been really struggling using Fusion to create a curved edge instead of like a pointed edge. I just can't figure it out. So I had to send it over to the person that does know Fusion, and he's finally sorted it. But before I get best success to his, before I forget, best success to. Sorry, there's like a little heart in the way. I can't see what that says. Success to you. Here's your Nobel Prize. Thank you. Oh man. Yeah, I'm super excited. I think for this individual project, I'm probably going to be doing stuff on turbines, wind turbines. As you guys know, I've done quite a lot of stuff over the years, so it should be easy enough. But yeah, probably no Nobel Prizes for me. Oh. Yeah, Rhino looks really cool though, I have to admit. I'm assuming the latest version kind of made it bad, maybe? That's why. But I really do like OpenSCAD. OpenSCAD's cool. That's what I was using before I was able to get the licenses for Fusion. And SolidWorks, which I still haven't downloaded on my main desktop, it's just on my laptop. And I feel like I should take every opportunity to download that whilst I can. Wowzers. Wow, we've almost been going for an hour now, guys, which means I'm probably going to start wrapping up a little bit, because I do have a bit of stuff to get on with. But, like I said, every Friday at around 3:30, I'll be live streaming from 3:30 to possibly 5 o'clock, depending on actually how much there is to go through and, you know, how much study I actually need to do. But these live streams will last at least minimum an hour, but my plan is to go from 3:30 to 5 every Friday, and then of course usual videos going up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as well. But it's been super awesome to come in here and actually reconnect with everyone, because I feel like it's been quite a while. So, yeah, thank you everyone for dropping in and saying hello. And hopefully I haven't talked everyone's ears completely off, because I'm kind of excited about some of these projects. So as they develop, I'll also inform everyone as they develop as well. Because if anyone has any ideas or even suggestions, or maybe something that I come across that I have no clue and no one in my group has a clue, it could be a valuable source. And of course, if anyone else is studying or doing anything, this will be a nice space to sort of come get your head down and study as well, depending on what people might be working on. But honestly, thank you guys so much for popping in and saying hello and whatnot. I really would like to have the possibility to make by hands, but it tends to be a bit noisy. Metalwork apartment building ain't the right place for it. Yeah, that's the problem. See, luckily in the studio back home, it was kind of easy to do working with the hands, and I'm really starting to miss it as well, because it feels like everything's going more technical than physical at this point in time, when I'm very much, you know, a physical sort of person. I like to touch and feel and make, not learn all the process behind it. But I suppose that's as important as doing the actual making, which I always forget. Okay, have a great day. Yeah, thank you everyone for popping in though. It's been a really, really fun experience actually. And like I said, 3:30 every Friday, I'm going to be live, and I'm going to get this set up properly, because as you can tell, my walls are pretty bare. There's a TV in the way. I'm thinking about putting up a green screen behind me so I can have a cool background going on most of the time. And like I said, anyone else is doing any studying or working on any work that they might be doing, this will be a nice place to come and just sort of get the head down and do so. And like I said, that's probably what these streams will start coming about. And if I am in any sort of group meetings, it'll be a nice way to come in and live stream that as well, just so you get a little insight on what it is that we're actually working on and stuff. But yeah, hopefully I haven't talked everyone's ears off, because I feel like I've just been but I suppose on that note, guys, I'm probably going to end it here then, just as a little taster session, just to say hello and let you guys know that everything is going well and I'm still alive. Okay, good future. It's nice to hear from you. You too, Tommy. I really appreciate it. Like, just so you know, it doesn't have to be blue or green. You can chroma key any solid. Can you really? So I could theoretically put like a red sheet behind me and that will do the job. Because that would be pretty cool. I was planning on just getting a projector screen, and then basically, you know, stapling a green sheet on it really tight to make it look like a green screen that I can just go and then it sort of pops down behind me. But first I need to get a better webcam, a better mic. I mean, the video quality isn't too bad, but I'm using my phone as the webcam, and then my mic is just here. But anything you key will be filtered out. Very interesting. See, in my head, I'm always thinking, oh, it has to be a green screen. It has to be a green screen. Yeah, put Harvard on the screen. yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I like it. I think that's gonna become something running joke sort of thing, where, you know, every stream will be so different in the background. I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, lovely. Right, well, I suppose on that note then, everyone, I'm probably going to end it here, as I feel like I've just been talking everyone's ears off. But like I said, usual schedule of like Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and then live streams on Friday too, although there may not be a... no, ignore me. Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and then live streams on Fridays as well. So I'll be here every Friday at 3:30. So if any of you guys want to just drop in and say hello, feel free to. If you have any questions, again, just stick them in the chat. But yeah, I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their day, morning, evenings, you know, and hopefully everyone just gets everything that they need to do. Oh no, thank you so much for dropping in Myers, Connor. I really appreciate it. Right. I'm in India today and next week, but I'll be in California. Wow. Now that is some real distance travel. Oh no. I don't know if you're talking about the green screen idea. For a second, I thought you were actually an Indian and traveling to. I was like, that's a real distance. For the joke, yeah, I like it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that 100%. I'm gonna go out and get build myself a green screen 100%. Right. Well, I hope that everyone does have a fantastic rest of their day, and I hope to see some of you guys maybe next Friday, 3:30. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining in, and yeah, just a bit of a taster session just to let you guys know what's going on. But yeah, hopefully I'll see everyone next week. And if you can't make it, don't worry. If you do make it, I'll be happy to see everyone. But yeah, I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their day, and yeah, I'll see everyone on Friday. All right, see you later, guys.